I'm going to start off with a little bit of an intro. Hi, I'm Don Clark with FileMakerProGurus.com and FM Database Consulting. I'm at FileMaker Devcon 2015. We're up here on the 53rd floor, Suite 5325, and we're doing interviews with people that are important in the community. And he's pointing to the camera over there because I have a camera in front of me and you have one in front of you. It's a Charlie Rose style interview. So we just look at each other and talk after I'm done with my little introduction here. And today with me is Carl Horton of FMP Host. And I should be talking to the camera again. This is okay. It's a very informal interview. And I'm getting more used to it as we go along. And he's going to tell us all about his, he's an exhibitor downstairs, paid some good money to be here. And so I want to learn more. Tell me about it.
Okay, so what FMP Host does is we focus in on FileMaker hosting solutions. We're not FileMaker developers. You know, honestly, I've only made a few databases myself in FileMaker, but we purposely shy away from that because we want to promote the FileMaker developers who bring us business. We often refer them out, and we don't want them to feel like we compete against them. Okay. Right, so
makes sense.
We want to make a very clear line in the sand there. We are not FileMaker developers. We'll sometimes help with web integration, those kind of solutions, but for the most part, not FileMaker developers.
Okay.
So, like I said, you know, we focus in on FileMaker hosting solutions. Our #1 service is our FileMaker Pro database cloud hosting service. Okay. And what that does is it allows anybody with a FileMaker database to upload their database to one of our servers, either in Atlanta, Los Angeles, Toronto, Sydney, or London. And they can choose even which version of FileMaker server they want to upload it to. And in one single web-based control panel, they can mix and match different versions of FileMaker Pro databases and different facilities. So, you know, unlike, instead of having to log into FileMaker Server Admin Console again and again and again, it's just one pane of glass to manage everything. And in the control panel, they can open and close their database, enter their encryption at rest passphrase if they encrypt their database. They can see a list of the people who are connected to their database at any given time and even disconnect them. We also have the ability to create and download backups, and they configure some more advanced options like remote backup, which means that every time a backup is made, and we always hold on to the last 7 of the backups, but whenever a backup is made, we can automatically push it to them, whether it's via email, if it's a small enough file, or FTP or Dropbox. So even if FMP Host were to go up in flames, they would always have last night's copy of their database with them. And that kind of like, that inspired the theme of don't gamble with your FileMaker hosting, which is what we're running downstairs in the exhibit hall. Okay. Yeah.
And that admin host, is that the one that's provided by FileMaker, or did you write it?
FileMaker writes the FileMaker Server Admin Console. Right. You know, and that's great if you're running your own FileMaker server. But in order to help keep the prices down, we pool people together so they share resources.
And then you just give them their own control of their own thing.
Exactly. That's
yeah, that's really nice. So are you using Windows machines, Mac machines, both?
Well, you know, we have used Macs in the past. We found that the Windows servers seemed to work a little better and a little more reliable for us. So we went with a Windows server. Primarily, most of the machines are Windows 2008 R2 VMs. Yeah, but to the customer, it's completely transparent. They have no idea. FileMaker Server is FileMaker Server. FileMaker Server, and they're able to connect to it in any way they want.
Right. So, what versions do you go back to?
Well, all the way. So we have the oldest version of FileMaker Server that we have in our cloud hosting platform is FileMaker Server 11 Advanced. Okay. And that will support all the way to FileMaker 7 databases. Right. So you know, if you've written a database in the last 11 years. We will host it for you.
2006. No, 2004. With 2004. That's right. Yeah. So, that's nice. What kind of machines do you? What kind of power do you offer behind those? I mean, are they scalable? Can they buy more processing power, more RAM? You know, that kind of thing.
Well, the cloud hosting platform, each individual VM, and we do it as VMs on our own virtual hosting platform. Each individual VM has enough resources to be optimal for the load that's on it. So because different customers can upload different databases to different servers, you don't really have a necessarily one-size-fits-all spec, because you might have a server where the customers on it happen to use less resources than another server where they're using more. So as we start off a server and we kind of see the load that's happening, we'll go in there and adjust. You know, it's a VM, so we can just crank up the RAM, add more CPU cores as necessary. We just make sure that it is hosted as fast as possible.
How about virtual dedicated servers?
We do that too. That's a part of our FileMaker server hosting plan.
Okay.
They are VMs as well, but it's a VM dedicated to that user. That user is able to log in through using remote desktop to the server admin console, to the FileMaker, excuse me, to the Windows Server Desktop.
Yeah, RDC.
RDP. Yeah.
RDP.
And you know, adjust the file system. They could even install other applications and services if they want. I mean, we have customers who install QuickBooks for QuickBooks integration.
Yeah, you want to have server on there. You want to have QuickBooks on there with the server, and you tie it in directly. Yeah.
That's
makes
one
sense.
way to go. Yeah, and some of them even use the FileMaker server solutions to resell. You know, they're using our infrastructure, but they want to keep all the URLs with their own branding. So so they put all their customers on one of these FileMaker server hosting, and that's fine with us.
That's really nice. Well, tell me, is there more to the services you offer?
You have
24-hour tech support, for example?
We do have 24-hour tech support.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely do. You'll always reach a human on the phone. If by chance the human that answers the phone isn't able to answer your question, they will page a senior tech, and we generally return the call within 30 minutes. We also have live chat on our website, and we do email support ticket as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, you know, regarding services, besides the cloud hosting plans and the FileMaker server hosting plans, another popular plan is our FileMaker remote app service. Now, remote app is where we have FileMaker Pro, and you can choose between FileMaker Pro 11, 12, 13, 14, or 14 Advanced. Okay. Running in our data center.
Right.
And we stream the app to you. Okay, so you don't have FileMaker Pro installed.
Over RDP, or
it's over the RDP protocol, but you don't get the whole desktop.
Right.
You get just the app.
Okay, so you limit it that way. I've seen it the other way around, where you actually get the...
No, we don't, not the whole desktop, just the app. And this app, this streamed app has the ability to see your printers and print to your printers, and see your local hard drive. So
so you can save things to your local hard drive if you're running a process that requires that.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to load data or you're importing something, it can see it. And it runs really, really fast because the database server and the copy of FileMaker Pro are on the same network. There's no latency in between them. As you know, as we heard in the keynote, latency can sometimes, or is always, a factor when it comes to the performance of FileMaker.
And so when you run that, is that a different type of a billing plan?
It is. It's a service built all onto its own. I mean, it can be coupled with our cloud hosting plans or with our server hosting plans. It's up to the customer. But yeah, it's $19.95 a month, except for FileMaker Pro Advanced, which is $24.95 a month.
But you don't charge by the minute or by the hour?
No, just flat.
Because there's one of your competitors, well, I'm not sure, their competitor in the direction is Rackspace.
Yeah. Well, in this instance, they're not really our competitors.
Yeah.
I mean, Rackspace is at a lower level than we are. They don't know about FileMaker.
No, they don't know anything about it. But they're like, here's a server. I've got a client who's got a server and client on the same setup, and the latency is horrible between the two of them, because I guess they have them on two different subnets, based on the IP address. At any rate, that shouldn't even be an issue. It should be fine. It should be fast. Okay, they should be on a fiber backbone, I would assume, or I'm not sure what they're running over there, but they charge them by the minute, every minute of the day, and so it's really expensive, and I'm trying to talk them out of it. I now have some ammunition to go back after them with. So.
And a lot of times we actually get the question, well, why should especially the dedicated server guy, is like, why should I host with you versus just getting my own VM at Rackspace and installing FileMaker server on?
That's why.
And that's a legitimate question, and they can definitely do that. But what they get with us is the fact that we manage dozens and dozens and dozens of FileMaker servers, and we have seen so much out of FileMaker server, its quirks, as well as its benefits. We've seen what other customers have done, and so it never fails that somebody's going to ask for help with FileMaker server. And if you're our customer, I mean, we willingly give you that help. We're able to answer that question and solve that problem. We're Rackspace as well. Windows is running, so we're done.
Okay. That's great. What's the exact URL for your website?
It's fmphost.com.
Great. That's what I thought it was. I wanted to be sure that it was spelled out for anybody watching the video. Did you have anything more to add? You having a great time here?
Oh man, Devcon has been amazing. The keynote speech was amazing. Our booth down there is getting a lot of attention. We've been tweeting about this and putting it on Facebook and whatnot, but we've been giving away our shirts, the Don't Gamble with Your FileMaker Hosting shirts.
Right.
And when you wear the shirt and you come back with the entry form, you're entered into a raffle to win an iPad Air 2, which we're going to raffle off on. So
I got to stop by the booth again. Is what you're telling me.
Come by. You got a good shirt. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll get one and fill it out just for the heck of it. Yeah. I always liked free T-shirts. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Anything else you'd like to add?
It's a 15-day free trial for the remote app and for the cloud hosting. So by all means, FMPHost.com. Sign up.
Thank you very much for coming in, Carl. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And I'm Don Clark. We'll just close it up. Don Clark of FileMakerProGurus.com and FM Database Consulting. I'm with Carl Horton of FMPHost.com. And get a chance, go over there and sign up for a free trial. See if you like it. Thanks very much.